In 2024, we're doing our own hair. Okay, let's get into these braids. So I'm going to be using Freetress Clean Therapy braiding hair, and I'm also going to be using Premium 2 with the curly braiding hair as well. Of course, we're going to need our comb and our edge control, which I'm using the Edge Booster Gel. Before I start, I always prep my hair so that way it's just much more easier to just grab and braid. I'm just going to start off by parting off the back of my head, child. I do not care what it looks like because nobody's going to see it but me. Once you have parted off that first row, you're going to go ahead and just tuck off the rest of your hair so that way it's not in your way, and just get started. So I'm going for medium-sized boho braids, so my parts are not the smallest or the biggest. I just want it in between, and I'm just going to start braiding and adding that hair in. I've been braiding hair for well over 2 decades at this point, so doing this is like second nature to me. But if you guys want like a detailed video of how I feed this hair in, just drop a comment down below and I will definitely make a video about it. The curly hair, I do it sporadically, so I don't add it into each and every braid just because I don't want it to look bulky and super thick. I want it to be sleek and just have like a very defined look. So with every other braid or every 2 braids, I do add the curly hair to it. So we finished the first row, and I'm just going to go ahead and just move on to the second row. Like I said before, I'm not really too worried about what the back braids look like because nobody's looking at that but me. But at the end of the day gonna end. So after adding the curly hair, this is what your braid should look like, and we're just gonna keep going along. What I'm doing, I'm just parting, adding a little bit of that edge control to it before I begin to do my feed in braids. And I just continue this process throughout the entire head until I get to the top, and then I'll just come back with you guys once I make it to the top because yeah, the steps are repetitive, y'all. Okay, so I just got done with the back, and now we're going to move on to the top. Now the top of my head is crucial because this is the part that I'm going to see, everybody's going to see, and baby, we can't mess this part up. Okay, so the parts have to be clean and crispy, and the braids have to be on point here. All right, all the same size. So right here, what I'm doing is I'm just parting, adding my edge control to my part and just double parting before I go ahead and start on that first braid. And like I said, I'm just making sure that all of these braids are crispy and uniform because we're not playing with the front. Okay, and it's pretty much the same process as the back, but like I said, I'm just making sure that it's just a little bit more neater because I can, 1, see the front of my head, and 2, everybody else is going to see the front of my head too. So Technique that I use when I do my feeding braids is that I just add it in while I'm doing the braid. It's more easier for me. It allows it to just flow seamlessly. Like I said, if you guys want to see a video on how I do my feeding braids, just comment down below and I will make a detailed dedicated video to teaching you guys that. So now we have reached the very top and I only have 6 braids left, so I'm just going to split that part down the middle, make sure that it is extremely crispy by adding that edge control to the part and reparting it, and just going in with my 6 braids, making sure that it's even on each side. And yeah, it's not really a wrong way to do these knotless boho braids, but child, when you talk about paying $300 going to somebody's salon with bad customer service, getting that hey boo text, ain't nobody got time for that, okay? We're damn sure not about to allow anyone else to inconvenience our life, so we're going to take matters into our own hands and do our own hair in 2024. We're just gonna get into these edges. Of course, we couldn't do this hairstyle without no edges. I'm just applying the edge control to my edges and just swooping it around, and then going back in and just defining the swoop a little better. But this is the final look. It turned out super duper cute, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.